Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, says in his letter that things are not looking very good. So we're going to break that down today in today's video. We're also going to look at how State Street said that they probably are going to lower interest rates, or they're predicting interest rates going down in June, which I've kind of pushed back on, but we will see. So in today's video, I'm going to break all that down for you, and I'm going to share with you on the back end exactly what I'm doing. My name is Coach JV. What I work to do is make very complex macro and microeconomic strategies very simple so the normal everyday person can implement them. We've helped a ton of people, and we want to help as many people as possible understand how to ensure their wealth. So what I do is I pull from the left side of the risk pyramid, high risk, high return, like crypto investments, and I pull profits and I secure my principal. Rule number one, don't lose money. Warren Buffett. Rule number two is follow rule number one. So if you'd like to set up a free consultation with my licensed insurance team, I have licensed agents in all 50 states. Click the description of my video down below. Set up an absolutely free consultation in my social media platform. Click the bio. You can set up a free consultation. So let's dive right into this. So Jamie Dimon sounds the alarm. Okay. Now let's do a little highlight, and then I'll show you the facts, figures, numbers, logic. So a couple things he talked about was the fact that he thinks that interest rates, he said anywhere from 2 to 8%, which is a big range, right? But he's saying they probably could go up to 8%. Now, this is not good for the middle class, guys. Think about it. The middle class was so used to monetary easing. Sorry, printing of money. That racked my brain. Printing of money, low interest rates, money flowing like water, money moving through the system. And then all of a sudden they slammed the brakes on, raised interest rates. Inflation went through the roof. We have banks that are over leveraged now. And Jamie Dimon is like, hey, there's a couple things happening here. Interest rates going up. Okay, that's going to hurt the middle class big time because it hurts their ability to borrow when they had the ability to extend their income. So if you make $100,000 and you can borrow $30,000, you've now basically extended your income to 30,000, hoping that in the future you'll be able to pay that, right? You're borrowing against your future self. Well, now debt is more expensive. Okay. The average American needs to make about $160,000 a year just to be middle class, just to be middle class. Okay. Another thing he talked about, and Jerome Powell warned about this as well, is Jerome Powell in 2021 said he's worried, I'm paraphrasing, he's worried about the middle class coming back to a new economy leveraged towards technology. And Jamie Dimon goes deep into AI technology. You got AI traders, you got AI running restaurants now, fully autonomous restaurants. You got, I think Ford Motor Company is looking to go completely online now. You got, I bought a car recently for my daughter. I did it in 45 minutes online. It was crazy. Hardly any human touch, just to pick up the car and finish the contract. That was it. And it made me realize that we have to get our shit together, guys. As middle class, you have to get your shit together. You have to understand where this wave of money and energy is going into AI, technology, crypto, blockchain. And these are a new wave of innovation of investment. So let's listen to what Jamie Dimon says, or what the perception is of what he said here on Fox News. And then I'll dive a little bit deeper into this.
Then JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon laid it out in terms of the impact of high deficit spending and what that will mean for interest rates. They're soaring. He says they will soar over the long term. In his annual letter to shareholders, Jamie Dimon writes this: it is important to note that the economy is being fueled by large amounts of government deficit spending and past stimulus. This may lead to stickier inflation and higher rates than the market expects. He goes on to say huge fiscal spending, the trillions needed each year for the green economy, the remilitarization of the world, and the restructuring of the global trade, all inflationary. Mark, Jamie has been feeling like this for a long time. He told me the very same thing back in January. Watch this. Where does the Fed fit in, Jamie? Right now, it's pretty much priced in. We're going to get 3 rate cuts this year, possibly 2 or 3 rate cuts in 2025. Do you agree with that?
I'm a skeptic. I look at a lot of things and forget just economic models for a second. $2 trillion of fiscal deficit, the Infrastructure and IRA Act, the green economy, the remilitarization of the world, the restructuring of trade are all inflationary. And that looks a little bit more like the 1970s to me. So I think there's a chance, that people should be prepared for that inflation comes down, but then bounce around 3, maybe even bounce up a little bit, and those implied curves will change.
So he nailed it, man. He nailed it, because remember, the market priced in 3 rate drops, and we haven't had any rate drops. He said, I'm skeptical. So he nailed it. And, Jamie, it's interesting, too, when they were talking to him. they were asking him about his future, and I think it's something about Treasury Secretary. Don't quote me on that, but I'm like, that's really interesting. He's one of the most powerful bankers in the world. When I was in the banking system, Jamie Dimon is touted as one of the most powerful bankers in the world. Him and Larry Fink are two of the most influential people in banking, right? In regards to moving the markets and things that they say. Okay, Jamie Dimon says Americans slept while China stealthily established itself as an economic powerhouse. Okay. And this right here, this is the AI thing he talked about. JP Morgan Chase CEO, Chairman Jamie Dimon, believes artificial intelligence innovations will have a big impact on society as innovation of electricity and the internet, as the internet did and electricity. We are completely convinced that the consequences will be extraordinary and possibly a transformative as some of the major technologies inventions as the past 100 years, says Dimon. He thinks that like the printing press, the steam machine, electricity, computing, internet, among others. Remember, we had the auto boom, we had the internet boom. Now we have the technology boom, AI boom, crypto boom, and some people are going to become very, very wealthy. And this is where State Street sees half a point Fed rate cut as soon as June. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna push back on that. I don't think it's gonna happen in June. Inflation is sticky right now. It's not looking too good, but I do believe that they will do it before the presidential election. This gentleman here says the U.S. economy still faces a recession. Okay, we're there, guys. This is it. This is the transition. And when we have massive changes in technology, innovation, usually there's a war. Looks like we're looming World War III. Remember, after World War II, we had innovation in technology. America became the dominant superpower financially. It's just how the wave of energy works. It's like, that's why I'm non-emotional about it, guys. You know, I studied Ray Dalio's Changing World Order, the big debt crisis. I've constantly studied history to predict the future. And so I just take my emotion out of it. And all I do is I look at the risk pyramid. It's worked really well for me. So in cryptocurrency, I have an exit plan. Okay. So I accumulate a dollar cost average every single day. And then I buy the dip when it comes down. And non emotionally, I set up my exit targets inside Merlin. Okay. We created this 36,000 lines of code. We're the creators and co founders of it. So down below, you can download for 30 days for free. It's a interface. We don't hold your crypto. It's an interface so you can see all your cryptos and set up an exit plan. So we give you alerts when you're getting close to your exit targets. So my alert hits with Merlin. I pull from the left side of the risk pyramid, super high risk, high return. And I bring mine down and I insure my wealth. I like to use insurance because it guarantees my principal. I can also borrow against it tax free because of tax code 7702A. That's just a tax code. It's not a 7702A plan. It's not a retirement plan either. So that's really important. And then from there, I look at other innovative technologies. I look at investments. I continue to invest in businesses. I continue to expand my depth in business as well. And then I just calmly follow the waves, just calmly follow the waves. But the reason why I'm saying calm is because it's going to get really, really hypey, like all the meme coins right now. That is, to me, that's the worst strategy ever. I'm sorry. It's not a good strategy, guys. It creates very addictive behaviors. Yes, you can get rich quick, but that's not how you build wealth. That is not how you build wealth. There's rules to money, and that is not one of them, guys. That is I haven't seen a lot of people except the top, it's again like the top 1%, the traders, the people that really understand the markets and they do it for a living. But when the normal everyday person's chasing influencers and meme coins and stuff like that, it just doesn't work. I mean, we've coached over 8,000 people since 2020. It doesn't work. I've seen every single person get wrecked. And again, taking it back, if they're not full-time traders and that's what they do for a living, it's just really addictive behavior. So be careful with that type of stuff. Build a fundamental portfolio, surround yourself with a good team, make sure you stay calm, right? When it goes up, I always make sure pull your initial investment, man, then your house money, and then pull and don't get caught up in the hype, guys. Don't get caught up in the hype. It's not going to keep going up. It just doesn't do that. It's not going to keep going up. At some point, it's going to pull back. So either hold long term forever or pull profits on the way up. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Down below, you can sign up for a free consultation with my insurance team. You can download my free book. You can join the Warrior Academy and Education Academy. There's many things you can do down there. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. As we always say, Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Love you guys.